capital.
Democratic Mayor Muriel Bowser spoke out after Trump placed the D.C. police under federal control and activated the National Guard as part of his major crackdown on crime.
And while this action today is unsettling and unprecedented, I can't say that given some of the rhetoric of the past, that we're totally surprised.
Bowser thinks Trump's current view on crime in D.C. is shaped by rising crime rates during his first term, but she says it's dropped since then. I'm Brian Shook.
A Miami federal judge decides today if construction can resume at the immigration detention facility known as Alligator Alcatraz in Florida. The judge previously ruled in favor of an environmental advocacy group who called for a shutdown of the facility until an environmental study can be completed. The temporary order blocked any construction at the site for 2 weeks, but did allow it to continue to house detainees. A federal judge in San Francisco is considering evidence to decide whether the Trump administration unlawfully deployed National Guard troops and U.S. Marines to Los Angeles during immigration protests. Governor Gavin Newsom and L.A. Mayor Karen Bass called the move illegal. California is asking the court to return control of the troops to the state and prevent the military's involvement in law enforcement. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
If you want 5 free classic radio shows to add to your library or listen to them anytime you'd like, just go to 100radioshows.com. There's 5 shows waiting for you. Fibber, McGee, and Molly, Suspense, Jack Benny, Gunsmoke, and Richard Diamond, Private Detective. They're yours free. Just put your email in. We'll send you a email with 5 links. The links never expire. The shows sound amazing. They're yours as our gift. At that site, 100radioshows.com, there are hundreds and hundreds of additional classic radio shows for purchase. If you decide to buy any of those shows, use the promo code
radio.
That's right. Use the promo
secret
code
word is
radio. If you do that, you'll save 70% on your order. Now, that's done at checkout. Make sure you put the promo code in, save 70%. Get some free classic radio shows at 100radioshows.com, at 100radioshows.com.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Are you life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exams required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Let's go. Get up and get them in. 8:05 on a Tuesday. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming at you This is a Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. You can call in at 855-282-8255. You can text into the show at 314-590-3770. And I want you guys all to go to YouTube and Lou Info, type it right in, like and subscribe. We are giving away more tickets today. We're doing trivia at 8:45. But in order to win, you have to be subscribed to our YouTube page and give the answer on our YouTube chat. That's what we're doing. That's what you're going to do. Right, Jimmy?
If I may.
Right, Jimmy?
Right. We're not just
Holy
an AM
cow.
radio station, which we used to be. We have to move on from that because I killed it. So now it's a new beginning. And sure, you can listen on AM, but our focus now is on live streaming.
There it is.
So it's another way to access the show. So we would like you to do it on YouTube. That way Dave Green can make extra money off the top.
That's it.
By YouTube views. And we want that to happen because we want Dave to keep supporting the show.
There it is.
So I'm not fired again.
There it is. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Lou Info. We're right here. I'm waving to everybody right now. We're going to do trivia at 8:45. We got the great Cole Bartimus calling in at 8:30. And boy, oh boy, he's blowing up. He finally made it. He finally made it. It took a little while getting in the radio and stuff like that. And all it took was one tweet, and he's on top, Jimmy. He's on top. And we're going to talk to him about that and break it down a little bit and how he climbed that ladder. How he climbed.
Does this mean that he made it though? Like,
no,
I don't even know about the Twitter. Like, he's got millions of views off his tweet about the umpire kid being obnoxious or whatever, the parents being bad.
It was a retweet too.
So I don't know if that means that he suddenly has 1 million followers.
No, I checked. I think he's only got about 600 still.
I wonder how many he jumped.
But I just know that he felt pretty good about that one. He felt pretty good about
I listen to Tuna Show all the time because it helps me sleep.
That's true. We'll ask him.
The NFL is gay. The NFL is gay.
I don't.
Wow! Don't try to.
And
I'm a big personality.
That's him right there.
I'm way better being funny. I have a question. I don't want charity. I don't want to talk sports with women.
Who's your best friend in St. Louis?
Joe Davis, probably.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys hang out?
No. Did they have the blimp cam from left center field?
You know what? No, but he's a unique thing.
He is.
I think he's made for sports talk radio. I think he's talented.
Very talented.
I saw in the Twitter tweets, people are like, oh, Hayes is going after you, whatever. Of course I am. But I've always liked Cole.
I did too.
I actually supported him in his coup because I thought it'd be good for the show.
There's a coup.
He stormed the Bastille and took out a very nice board op who didn't really have a lot that he wanted to say.
That's it. There was a coup.
And Cole is very, he's secure. Like, he's not an insecure guy. He's fine with who he is. Like, imagine someone saying, yeah, he's my best friend, but we don't hang out, admitting that. Right? Everyone else would, no, we have.
We dug deep into him and how he grew up and stuff like that. And you could put some pieces together, I think.
But he stood tall during it.
Yeah.
And
he is tall.
I am not anti-Cole. I like to give him a hard time because I think that's why God put him on the earth.
I think you're right on that.
As a pinata?
Yep. He invites it. That's why it's good to have him on. So he's going to come on. We're going to shoot the breeze, man. We miss him a little bit. And 8:45, we're going to have trivia.
Shot at Rockio.
Oh, maybe you're right on that.
It was a shot at Rockio.
I pump up Rock a lot. Okay.
I pump up the show.
Not just on the radio, off the radio. When I'm talking to people too, I always talk good about you, man. I do.
Listen, people should know this because we're transparent. I went to Dave Green and I said, hey, Rockio is hijacking the show. And Dave Green said, look, he's got compromising pictures of me. Shut up and get out. So I did.
Oh, that's funny. You got something to say about that, Rock?
Yeah, I was trying to keep it under wraps exactly how I've made it in this business, but as usual, Jim Hayes, the classic journalism move, just blows the top off the scandal.
Oh, we also got Ed Herman and Brody coming in at the 9 o'clock hour. Always interesting talking to those guys. You could talk just about anything with them, and they'll certainly have an opinion and have a story. And they also have a big announcement that we're going to tell everybody about at the 9 o'clock hour. Big time news for this here station. So we're pretty excited about that. So go on YouTube, like and subscribe. When we do Trivia at 8:45, you'll have a chance to win OAR tickets coming September 4th through the 7th. And thank you to Stiefel.
September 4th through the 7th is the Stiefel Charity Classic, of course.
And
the
it's
concert is on Friday.
On Friday.
It's the 5th.
After play. That's right. Thank you, Rock. Yes, sir. Sir.
I do kind of feel like Rockio is more part of this operation than we are. Because we're just part of radio.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the family, yes.
Sure.
We love being here.
Yes.
We do.
Family members.
We like working together.
Yes.
And it's nice to get a second chance after I destroyed the old station. But Rockio, I just realized, did Dave Green want that 590 mic flag to be part of a giveaway package instead of going instead of going into my backpack like it just did?
I think maybe, yeah.
So should I take it out of my backpack?
Well, we'll see if the people want it.
Okay, see,
it's
if
part
you're
of
on show them. Yeah, if you're on the text line, hold on.
Well, YouTube.
We got gifts.
If you're on the text line here, YouTube line.
Yeah.
I don't know what
we're pushing people to the YouTube.
But yeah, if you're on you're on the YouTube,
we'll make it part of the prize pack today.
And you think this should be and you think this should be part of our giveaway package as we try to incorporate more YouTube. Hold on.
Hey, while he's doing that, Rock, it's kind of funny.
What's up, buddy?
Wombat just chimed in and goes, Cam, I heard Missouri had their 600th birthday yesterday. I asked Andy the same question as I asked you how old Missouri is.
No way.
He said 600.
Hold on. You're screwing with me.
No, that's why he must have heard the pod this morning for a little bit.
Oh my God. Yeah, so Jim right now is holding up the 590 mic flag.
Look at that.
I killed this thing.
That is going to be part of the prize pack today. So if you want not only two tickets to OAR today at 8:45 with the trivia game, if you want more than just 2 tickets to OAR, if you ever want
a piece of
St. Louis radio history,
yes,
then you can win 2 tickets to OAR for September 5th at the Stiefel Charity Classic and this 590 mic flag. That is what's up today. All you got to do is get into the Lou Info chat, Lou Info on YouTube, go to Cam or the Cat's Twitter, click on the YouTube link, and then subscribe to Lou Info, and you are already entered in to win today. You just got to then put your answer in when we play the trivia game at 8:45 to win OAR tickets and a piece of St. Louis
on YouTube. Now that has
YouTube.
value because there are people that would want that mic flag. For example, like if John Hadley had money, he would probably pay for that, because he got a lot of money out of it.
I have a general philosophy about this radio station. Confused right now.
This radio station has been around for a long time.
Cam Jansen can tell you anything you want to know.
We'll find out at 8:45. I should use that as like a part of like a theme song.
See, now I'm nervous about it.
You shouldn't be nervous.
They get harder and harder, Rock. I know what you're doing. And I don't like it.
It's going to be a fun game. Don't worry.
Man.
Cam, be happy.
It's all good.
Be fun.
I don't care. I've been put on the spot my whole life.
There you go, buddy.
That's
That's the way to think about it.
Rockio, you made it in the business? ? Anyway, Cole's the best. 5112.
Yeah, let's not make it Cole against Rockio. Let's do that.
It's really it's really worrisome when people don't get basic sarcasm.
One thing that I'm not trying to
terrifying.
That's
It's
right.
terrifying.
I have a track record of not trying to pit one person against another person on the air.
No.
I thought your track record was successfully doing it.
Oh, man. Let's see here. How many interviews did David Solomon conduct with that mic flag? That is very
what?
None.
History, ladies and gentlemen.
None, because that thing isn't beat up. The one he used was bacteria laden.
Oh,
and
COVID
beat
laden.
up, and yeah, that one is pristine. That can't be the one Solomon used.
He always was in the shot, though.
Every time.
He's a nice kid.
And if you're new to the run, he'll teach you.
What did he make? Well, he made he made
no money.
No.
Zero. He did it.
No, I know.
All right, go ahead.
Jimmy. We all know.
All right, I retract.
Jimmy.
I retract. And he's not a kid anymore.
No,
he's got to be like.
I love him. He's a nice guy.
Man.
I do, and I always go give him a little fist pump when I see him at Enterprise Center. But he made a montage of, I think they made it on like Sportsnet about all the what's it called? Rock. I don't know. They're chirping of how everybody gets so close to the play.
Getting really close to the mic.
What's Sportsnet?
No, like
Canada.
Canada. Yeah, he made that.
Sportsnet. Jeez.
Yeah, dude.
Jim.
He made the big time.
So they made the
I know.
Sportsnet made a thing of Solomon.
Yes. Because he was at every Blues game. He was always consistently right there every time.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Kind of like what Cole's going through right now. You're on top of the world. You got to stay up there, Rock. You can't.
Matt, it's Cole here.
That was a great moment.
He asked a really
Let
good
me hear
question
that
after
again.
didn't he?
Matt, it's Cole here.
That was a damn good moment.
Oh, by the way, you wanted
Wow. Don't try to.
you wanted Ollie on here, right?
Yes.
But you gave me kind of not enough notice. I think you know that, right?
I mean, it was
It was kind of last
I
week.
texted you at 3:00.
I know,
on
but I
an
didn't
off
get
day.
to it till like 4. I didn't even see it till
On
like
an
4 or
off
5.
day?
I didn't want to text him at that time.
It
so I
wasn't
asked
like I
him.
needed. Yeah, it was.
No,
just,
it wasn't like
Yeah.
it was not a big deal. Don't get defensive. Don't get in your feelings. But I talked to him last night about it, and
What did he say?
he said for the Yankee series. So that would be what, Friday?
Oh, hell
Sat-
yeah, that's awesome.
So you want him for Friday?
Yeah.
Friday works, baby.
Friday?
Yeah. Let's do. Well,
But it would be in the 9 o'clock hour.
Friday.
that's fine.
I said, "You're sure you're not doing TMA at that time?" What are you talking about? He goes, "I don't do morning shows." I go, "I think you've been doing them."
He did BK and Ferrari the other day, where he came in and sat down.
I guess. Like the only thing, just ask him if he prefers to come in on the.
No, he's not
off
coming.
day-
He's
on the
calling.
if he prefers to call in on the off day instead, we can do Thursday. But that's his preference. Like because they have the.
I will
off day-
ask him
yeah,
Thursday
if they
or
have
Friday.
the off day Thursday and he wants to do his
All right.
off day, we'll do that.
Are you gonna go?
Oh wait, you can't come
Are
in.
you gonna? What's that?
You can't come in.
I know because it's
I know.
early.
No, I
No,
know.
I know. I'm
What time was that? What time was the other?
No, he was there.
What-
Yeah, it was like noon. I'm just
Okay,
messing.
that's-
with you.
yeah.
I'm just messing around, Cat.
Because he didn't want to
You need
do
to
it
come
at
in.
8.
I'm just messing around, Cat.
And then, and by the way, he'll say to me like, "How many people? Maybe it's Holiday. I think Ollie does it. How many people are watching on that AM show that you're streaming?" I go, "Few." Like he'll attack me on that. I go, "But you don't understand. It's not just
It's
YouTube.
attached, baby.
It's AM radio. The huge numbers,
Gigantic.
combined are voluminous."
Yes.
Also, just be honest with him. We're trying to ride your coattails, baby. We're gonna get your interview. We're gonna get you to say one cool thing, and we're gonna ride that one
he ain't
post.
gonna-
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but he's too smart to say that one thing, and he knows
I know.
how we do it at Sports Central, right? Someone will say something and they take a picture of Rock like he's shocked by it, and they put that on YouTube and go for the clicks. That's what we do.
What was the big? What were you guys talking about yesterday, Rock?
On with Randy.
Yeah.
It was just general Cardinals conversation yesterday. We didn't get anything too specific. Just Jordan Walker's been playing great. Nolan Gorman's been playing great since his return, or
Not defensively.
going back in
Not
June,
defensive.
not defensively, but I mean, you did. How much did they prepare him to make this switch midseason? That's the question I'm asking, because I understand it's his fault. He's got to make the throws, but the fact that it's all throwing errors, I think, is also one thing to consider, because the range factor, I think, is what would be the big question with Nolan Gorman, not the arm factor. We know he has the arm.
It's third base.
Well, but I'm saying
he's not R&R.
But I'm saying making the quick twitch plays and covering the ground in those moments, that's the big question mark with third base for a guy that, as coming up as a third baseman, has always had the arm. So the fact that he's just dialing in the throw and that's where he's making the mistakes, that's why I'm not freaking out about the third base defense yet with him. Everything tells me he should be able to figure that out. It's just when you make a change mid-season like this, it's obviously going to be tricky for a guy
Agree and disagree. I agree with that. All right, he'll dial in. It's been a while since he was an everyday third baseman. But when I think of third base, it's not so much agility. It's how many homers are you going to hit? That's a power position.
Yeah, he's going to do that.
So Gorman
too.
is getting the runway to try to get it back. And we've seen some good flashes. He's an interesting guy.
He's slugging the crap out of the ball.
First off, he's like Holiday, another guy who doesn't want to talk about his routine, or because he doesn't want to think about it. So he's stuck on the process, which is body position, laying off bad pitches, right? It's a simple, but he's trying to simplify it, a la what Walker did. And someone asked him about his hit the other night that drove in a run against a lefty, and he's like, "It's one at bat." Like, if that was like verifying, the process that he's like, that's one at bat. He is not results driven at this point. He is still process driven. And I think that's kind of smart.
That's exactly what he should be right now. And I have a lot of faith in him. If you go back to since the beginning of June, 9 home runs, 3 doubles, 823 OPS. That's the kind of stuff you need to see. I mean, the slug could probably be 30 or 40 points higher. The double number has to be, closer to the home run number, but I think he's showing the power. That's why the majority of the show was pretty much Walker, Gorman, and then we did a little bit talking about kind of some rotation stuff because we're pretty hyped about Quinn Matthews. I like Andre Palante, even though he's been struggling. Talked a little bit about the piggybacking stuff with Leahy and Liberatore.
Like, who don't you have faith in besides some of the pitchers?
Me, he has no faith in
and Jimmy and me.
Most of
I'm a pretty positive guy in a lot of ways. I if I see a reason for it, that is. Players I'm not positive about on the Cardinals.
It's good that you have to think about it.
I'm pretty positive about it. I mean, I'm not positive about Arenado. I really think, I said it with Jimmy yesterday, I think they need to eat the money in every way, shape, and form and just kind of move on with that one. But I mean, I'm pretty positive about every other situation the Cardinals got going right now. People are hitting the ball. I mean, there's reasons to be cautiously optimistic about everyone I'm naming in guys like Palante and Walker and Gorman. A lot of reason for cautious optimism, but I'm staying optimistic.
JC's even hitting now.
Yeah, for him, it's all. He's one of those guys where it's like Newt Bar, where it's like it's all gravy. Like if he proves himself to be a solid player that I can use in 3 positions off the bench, I love that for him.
That's fine.
But
yeah.
I'm not.
I'm not saying he's like a core guy.
I don't need him because I have so much.
But they think Newt is.
And see, that's the
that
one thing. That
might be where you have no confidence.
I love Newt for what he is. But I think Newt is what he is, which is he's a guy that if you're paying $3 million, you're really happy with what he's giving you. If you're paying $3 million and having him bat 7th or 8th, you're really happy with what he's are. But if you're paying him $3 million, hoping that he breaks out and is a 5-hole hitter for you in the future, then I think you're playing with a little fire because Newt's always going to be a solid like 109, 112 OPS guy, but he's never going to have the power factor. And so
he's hurt too much.
And
you think if he's healthy,
he's a 4th outfielder.
Maybe he could. Yeah, I'm not saying.
That's my thing with him.
Look, I'm not saying he's an all-star. I like what he can do when he's healthy because he walks, he has some pop. I think he generally takes a good at bat. Now, I'm not saying that will induct him into the Hall of Fame, but the fact is we haven't seen enough runway from him because he's hurt a lot. Now, right, he fouled a ball off his leg last night, so we'll see how he's doing today. Bad luck. It's not like I heard someone say, well, it's not his fault. Well, when you get injured, it's not like you did something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no.
Or like you punched something like Reyes did back in the day.
He held an M80 in his hand and blew a finger off. It's not like that. It's a grind, and some guys get hurt more than others.
He does get hurt a lot. Actually, this year he was fine for a while.
He's had stints.
But God, he gets banged up. You want to listen to the clip of you interviewing Donnie?
I don't have that yet.
Okay.
Oh, good. You just jumped the gun on him.
Sorry.
My bad.
That's
because
I
should have
had that ready.
Son
already.
of
I'm
a-
sorry.
You know what?
Part of the reason is I'm waiting
My
for the
bad.
good version to come out because I know at some point FanDuel's going to tweet it out.
Somebody-
And you know what?
They haven't yet, and so I'm just waiting for the good version because the only version we have right now is is not a great audio version, and so I'm just waiting for the full version. That's all I'm saying.
The crappy radio stations all over the Midwest are probably ticked off at FanDuel because we used to be the sound system for all these stations, and they would act like, all right, you want to hear from Donovan? You want to hear from Ollie Marble? Well, you took it off our Twitter. Now we don't post it, which we should.
Is that why they don't post it?
No, because we don't have a digital staff the way we used to. So we don't have people to post it until the next day when most people have moved on and don't care. If I'm being honest.
Oh, man. I love watching the cat fist bump Ollie after big wins. Ollie seems like a beauty. Daddy Padre, who also said that he was on Sportsnet one time for an hour doing the Jeff Merrick show. So he's a big dog, too.
Who's bigger?
Cole or Daddy Padre,
or who was on there, or Solomon. Yeah, what'd you call him? Solomon.
Solomon.
David Solomon.
Yeah.
You know him.
Yeah, I think I've always said his last name wrong. Solomon.
Well, that's
it's not good.
That's demeaning.
It's horrible.
Incredible.
You were at the
It's
same
horrible.
station.
Absolutely.
I'm nice to him.
Unbelievable stuff, Cam. Just God, you are such a beauty.
I'm nice
Solomon.
I'm nice to that kid. I don't know his name.
That kid.
Who's bigger in Canada, Solomon or Daddy Padre?
Oh, Daddy Padre.
All right. I like
Daddy Padre got a lot. He got a lot of attention.
Did TMA ban Padre?
They did for a long time.
What did he do?
Annoyed the hell out
He
of
lost the bet.
Iggy.
He lost the bet. to
Oh,
Iggy.
he lost the bet.
Yeah, he lost the bet.
Golfing.
Yeah, he lost the bet.
Yep. Golfing.
That was 100% when loser,
Iggy hated him.
loser leaves town kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now they both have.
I didn't feel good about that.
Oh, Jimmy. But yeah, Daddy Padre.
I love Iggy.
Hey,
I love Daddy Padre.
I said Daddy Padre should have got a ring. Dead serious.
Because he was the backup.
No,
You were being serious when you said that.
Yes. You know why? Because at the drop of a hat, Daddy Padre's taken 100-mile-an-hour slap shots at all summer long and
I
to
agree
get
with
these
you.
guys in shape. And it's not an easy thing to do. There's not just goalies out there that are going to eat these pucks. And he did that. And he did it anytime anytime Vladimir Tarasenko wanted to rip pucks on him, he would be right there without getting paid.
Did the Black Aces get rings?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they didn't get rings.
They get rings. They don't get the
them on the cup.
Yeah,
but they get rings.
Damn right.
Okay,
They do.
that's fair.
They get rings. All the people that work there got
That's
rings.
true. That's a good point. That's a good
Hell, Patrico got a ring.
Did he really?
Yes.
That's a good point. That's a good
Did they have different levels?
Yes.
Yeah.
God, yeah. You get your player, you get your staff, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But you still get a ring. And not one from China that Big Al gave me that he walks around with and shows off. It's hilarious. But I do think he should have got one.
So, Rockio, I cover stuff.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Nice.
And I was covering a Cardinals game, and Tarasenko was there with, Mike Caruso, right?
Yeah, of course.
Great guy. Anyway, so I wanted to ask Tarasenko about Daddy Padre. And he was all ticked off that I was going to bother Tarasenko about it. But I got sound from, I wish we still had it. It should be in our Rolodex somewhere. But Tarasenko talking about Daddy Padre. You heard that.
Yeah.
And he's like, which guy now?
Yeah.
And I had to
Oh,
explain.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's a good goalie.
Yeah. Ripping pucks at his head. He had that Milik helmet on, too.
All right. I haven't been able to find a better version, so we'll just roll with the bad version. Here's Brendan Donovan. I don't know how to describe this. Just an incredible performance in the early opening of the post-game interview with Jimmy the Cat Hayes last night.
Did you know you might be live for this game and get a shot at pinch hitting? For the record, for everyone watching, hopefully there's a lot of people watching, Jim asked me to say that he looked handsome tonight. So Jim looks handsome tonight. I'm doing what he asked. Thank you for that. Yeah, I've been banging.
That's my boy right there.
Brendan Donovan, so much more than I ever could have after that.
So
what a move.
Brendan Donovan has a groin issue. Brendan Donovan took BP yesterday, and right before the game, I said to Ollie, what about Donovan as you go today? And he said, we're not starting him. We'll see, because they're going to go check him out on the inside. I thought at this point in the season, they're probably not going to mess with it, so I didn't expect to see him there. And then he pinch hits in the 8th. They're down a run. He gets a 2-run pinch hit double, and then mentions how handsome I am at the front end of the post-game on the field interview. After I said to him, because it's been a little different, quote unquote different. Every time we start an interview, he goes, "Boy, Jim, you really look handsome tonight."
I don't.
And which is, so I said,
I don't like that we're doing this without Brendan to share his side of the story, because I feel like you're being a little.
Wait, do you think I actually asked him to say I'm handsome?
That's
funny that
I
you would
feel
say
like
that.
I need to believe Brendan Donovan.
He said,
why would I not believe Brendan?
So you think?
Should we not believe Brendan Donovan?
It's hard not to believe.
It's
Brendan
hard
Donovan.
not to believe Brendan
So
Donovan.
I said, great.
He got a game-winning hit last
Well,
night. I
at least let
trust
me
him more
finish
than
my
anybody.
story that you don't believe, which is ridiculous.
Go for it.
That you don't believe it, because it's true.
Try
I
to
said to
convince
him,
me.
I said, hey, I go, because we have while they set it up, I have literally 12. They say go. I go, hey, let's stipulate that I'm handsome tonight and just get to the interview. That's what I said to him.
That's great. That's fantastic.
It is, isn't that funny?
That's great. I love that.
And I love the fact that he jokes around, because that's fun. Baseball
so
should
good.
be fun.
I agree. Who doesn't joke around the most? Who's the most serious?
Cam, don't put him on.
What do you mean?
Who's the
They're-
most serious
they're too
interviewer?
serious?
Is it Gorman?
No, Gorman's a good dude.
No, I know.
He
It's not
comes
about being
across-
that. It's not about being that.
No,
Just-
he'll joke around.
Okay.
Like, he'll be like, "You talked to me today, then I went 0 for 3." That's on you. That's on you.
I
Like
love that. That's great.
But he was like a guy who was a budding star, and now he's trying to find it again. So I don't think he wants to joke around too much. But he's a solid guy. Sometimes like Pahez is a good guy, but I think he's behind the plate.
Yeah.
So sometimes they don't want to joke around too much. Not that they don't
joke around anywhere else, but I get what you're saying. What did Padre just send you the Tarasenko audio? That's what he told me.
No, I was talking about the Jim Hayes audio we just played.
I
have no idea what email Daddy Padre is sending that to.
I sent Jim Hayes' Tarasenko interview to Rock on Twitter.
Oh.
Some of the Cats' finest work. The next morning, I went to the skate. Tarasenko goes, "Boys, I was at the baseball game, and you'll never believe who they asked me about." He goes, "Stewie." That's pretty funny. I'm telling you, he was with those guys like every single day.
Is that the guy that the goalie
that we literally rip 100-mile-an-hour pucks at and then leave? And he has to get dressed in a different locker room.
I did not know that.
I don't have a Twitter DM yet.
I didn't know that that Daddy Padre got vanquished by Iggy.
Oh yeah. I
didn't realize.
No,
I
Iggy hated him.
To be honest, I'm not up. If I'm up, I'm doing this. I'm not listening, so I don't know the.
Well, that shows. Yeah, he's not on anymore. Obviously,
I know. I mean, I read that part of it. But I didn't know Padre got vanquished by Iggy before.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was relentless on Iggy. Relentless. Oh, we got the Prince. Do we got the Prince? Holy cow, we got a star on. Holy cow, is that him? Is that Cole Bartimus?
Cole kind of thinks he's a host.
Cole, what's up, baby?
Hey, man, Cole here. How's it going?
What's going on?
I love the Cole here.
I love it.
And it's Cole here.
I love that that's still his handle and everything.
It's
Hi,
great.
Cole.
Hey, Cole, what's going on with you?
Dude, I don't know. Apparently, I'm famous or something like that. I don't know how this works. I've never gone viral before, and so I need some coaching. Cam, I know that some of your podcast clips, for better or worse, have made it around right around the Connor Bedard time.
Oh,
I know that Cat's got 100,000 followers, so I need some coaching on how to handle all this fame, fellas.
I think going after a young kid and making fun of him on Twitter, it takes you to the next level. It takes you to the next level. So I think staying on that path is the right way.
Yeah, maybe the next thing you attack people's pets.
There it is.
Maybe a pet that got hit by a car.
Or a young girl.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I attacked the parents I felt. The parents are part of the culprit here. And honestly, if you think about it, because look, he had the idea of doing it, and two people had to say yes. I don't expect a 13-year-old to have tremendous reason about what his role is at a baseball game, but mom and dad said yes, and then I got to at least somewhat defend mom and dad because the networks put the battery in their back to think, oh, this is what people want. So the real culprits here are FanDuel, Sports Midwest, and Fox, if you think about it.
That's kind of true.
I know.
And I'll be honest, Cole, if you saw it, like, it was fun. And then I was like, we still doing this? I'm like, yeah, keep going. And because I think people did like it.
I was told that your interview with him went on for quite a while.
It did.
I only saw a couple minutes of your clip. So it didn't become a problem for me until he did it again. The first one, like, okay, 9 innings, that's kind of a lot. That's kind of overkill. But it kind of seems like he's trying to, like, create his own character, like he's some sort of, like, umpire Marlins man or something. So I didn't have a problem with it until day 2.
Okay, well,
I'm
background.
starting to agree with him a little bit.
Background, Cole, below background. Right, so he apparently has done this at spring training. He's from Florida, so he's gone to Cardinals. Apparently he did it at some other minor league facility too. The people behind him, honestly, didn't have a problem. Now, full disclosure, I was told there were some complaints lodged from people in the stands. But I'm telling you, I saw it firsthand. People were high-fiving the kid. People were coming down and taking pictures with him. I would say overall, and again, I was there, so that kind of makes me not worthy of the discussion. But my sense was people were on board around him for the most part. And I was told he does have a Twitter or an Instagram. I didn't bother to check on that. But it was good television.
He's becoming his own character.
He might be. Now, if you want to blame FanDuel, because I thought it was good, if you want to criticize, maybe we went a little too long, that's fine. But overall, I think it was good TV. And then Fox didn't have to keep going with it, but to be honest, they saw it and liked it, so they wanted a piece of the pie too.
Well, what would you have done, Cole? If he was in front of you, you got a date, you're spending all kinds of money, you're already looking at your wallet like son of a gun, and then this kid's standing up in front of you. How do you play that situation?
Well, first of all, there's no way I'm going to light up a kid, which is why I don't buy the part of that everyone in the section was cool with it, because they're going to bite their tongue. So, you're just going to take one for the team. And the fact of the matter is, you got 35,000 people in there. I guess the Cardinals game. So you got 7,000 people in there who all have cameras on their phones. And if you go up to a kid and start lighting them up, now you're the a-hole and you're going viral everywhere. So I don't buy this that everyone was cool with it. Just because no one said anything doesn't mean that they enjoyed it.
Listen, I don't think he was blocking. He's a little guy.
He's really little.
And I mean, from those seats, I don't think he would
playing charades for 9 innings with 16 inches away from somebody. That's still distracting.
He did poke a guy.
Listen, if you saw my interview, I broke that. He did poke a guy, but the guy said the guy who was next to him suddenly was behind him, because when he poked him, it looked like the guy was next to him. So they changed seats. The guy said he was fine, but I don't think he was blocking view. I think the people that had legitimate complaints were like, hey, I put on the TV to watch Cards Cubs, like the people at home. Yeah. But I don't know if it got in the way too much of the broadcast, but I think some of the criticism is fair. But what you did, you've been a ne'er-do-well in broadcasting for these many years now, and you finally got noticed by mocking a kid. All right? Cool. That's where we are with this.
I don't know where all this attention was when I was actually on a radio show where everything I tweeted dictated the path of the show. And so I could have really used this a year ago before I killed the station, right after I killed Seth. So I'm serious. I saw this and I'm like, and I'm getting texts from people. I don't even know if people in Columbus know that I'm going viral. I got text from Tim Peel before I got a text from my brother. Even in St. Louis, this is blow. I'm dead serious. I got a text from, I got Brendan Schaefer, I got Dave Zobrist, I got Straube, I got Tim Peel. I don't even know if people here know that I'm going viral.
So let me ask you this, because you did get a tweet from what looked like an anchor, a sports anchor at a local team.
Yeah, Adam.
Who was that guy, and are you friendly with him?
He is a TV reporter here, so I guess he'd be like the equivalent of Corey Miller over at Channel 5.
And you know him or no?
Yeah, so my radio station that I work at is actually owned by a company that owns a television station, so we work in the same building as TV.
Okay, so you're good with him.
He could be a TV star now, too.
I could be a TV star if you think about it.
You got the look, baby.
You gotta start coming up with some ideas.
Are you still cut up, man? You still working out and stuff?
Well, I just went to Milwaukee on a trip to visit my brother. He just moved there.
Yeah, we're not going to let you talk about it.
No.
No more. You almost killed the show then, right? You're not going to relive a trip like the Dallas trip.
Oh, yeah. Can't tell my Dallas story. Can't tell my Milwaukee story. But I was, and then, there are no rules on vacation. And so I got some work to do these next couple of weeks to get back to where I was. But I was at a really good point before I left.
Somebody chimed in. They gave you a compliment. They said, wow, Cole has much smoother voice now. That FM radio has done wonders for him.
I am so serious. I am 100% serious. I noticed that. I'm like, man, I listen to...
Wait, did you just say you noticed your voice is much smoother?
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I'm serious. I've gone back and listened to old Hot Take Central clips, and I'm like, I sound so unsure of myself. And I don't know what I'm going to say. And I honest to goodness, and you're going to see this as just me coming after you. I'm dead serious. I think I was rattled the entire time that I was on this show because I was staring down the barrel of Jim Hayes.
I know. It's exactly what it is.
So you're saying that I helped you.
Afraid to speak.
I helped you.
You and
which is
somebody else
incredible. Yeah, it's incredible because like now I'm comfortable. And honest to goodness, I think part of it also is that we're talking a lot of football on the radio in Columbus, and I'm more comfortable knowing football than baseball. I thought I knew baseball until I went to St. Louis.
Oh,
and then it was like, dang, these people are like talking about it at a level I'm not prepared for.
Listen,
And
Cole, I just want to tell you, I've always been a supporter. You know that. I think you're a talented guy. But the reason why we wanted to have you on is to see if we can pit you against Rockio. Do you think you're better than Rockio and should be brought back to St. Louis at a substantial raise, replacing Rockio?
I think my trivia is better than his 1800s European trivia. That's for sure.
Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun.
Rock, I want to see you fight with him.
I would disagree.
Oh, man. Are you allowed to? Are you talking a lot when you're doing radio up there with those guys? They let you talk?
Yeah, it's kind of just like gotta get a feel for it, so that way, like if I can just see that they're BSing around, then I'm for sure mic on. I'm jumping in. I'm saying stuff. If I see that they're actually trying to like make a point, I kind of let them do their thing. So I try to have some self-awareness about it.
Yeah, that's a.
Have you ever
right approach?
Like the real host, are doing an interview and you jumped in and said Cole here? Because you should drop that on.
No doubt.
I've never asked a question to any interview guests that we've had on, but I don't know if the Cole here. I'll do it like if I ever get promoted to being a host, I'll drop a Cole hint literally just to make myself laugh.
And it's Cole here.
There we go.
I couldn't imagine.
The Holiday family on having a second kid drafted in the top 5 of the draft. And congratulations, by the way, to Andrew and Allie Kisner on expecting their first child.
Oh, yeah. The NFL is gay. Yeah, I didn't know why you said that.
That was in reference to literally a commercial where the NFL, the NFL is this. The NFL is for men. The NFL is for women. The NFL is gay. That's what they said.
I'm a big personality.
Commercial.
They said that in a commercial?
Yeah, it was all about like inclusion and stuff like that. And there was literally on the screen.
The NFL is gay.
NFL is. It said that. It said NFL is, and then the third word was just rotating back and forth through a bunch of different, inclusive titles, and one of them was the NFL is gay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to remember.
He does sound better.
He sounds great.
You should be a host there.
Wow.
Well,
Cole, you should be a host in Columbus.
I mean, you were calling him Smooth Brain every day.
Well, because
I'm just saying.
No, he had to tighten up a little.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not kidding you. I sounded like my brain was smooth. I was sitting there listening to some of these clips because when I heard the station was coming back, I was getting all excited listening to some old Hot Take Central clips, and I'm like, I sound like I suck. How in the world was Seth worse than me?
Well, you got him out. You did get him out.
You got him. The coup. Well, Cole, listen, man. Go ahead.
Oh, you gotta go.
No, well, we do.
He just cut you off. Let him finish.
I'm sorry,
Cole. The floor is yours.
Go ahead. Cole.
We're not shoving you out the door.
No.
Well, I was just gonna say that the whole Seth thing didn't look bad until everybody else around me evaporated. I filled in for Nate for 3 days on your show when he was out on vacation. And then a couple months later, I replaced him.
Well,
after 2 months,
he missed a couple shows.
And then Charlie goes away. And it's like everyone around me just falls to the point where the entire station fell.
Yeah, I guess
that was me, though.
Yeah,
that was
Jimmy
me.
had something to do with that, And, well, when you don't show up as
you can't not show up.
As the board op, twice in a month, and didn't even, pick up your phone, we got a problem. Right, so it is what it is, man.
Safe had to run the board for a couple seconds.
Yeah, we had to. Jim Hero had to come in. I had to get a couple other people in. Oh man, yeah, it was bad. But we had some good times, man. We really did, and we all miss you, dude. And I'm glad that you're doing great. Keep up the good work on Twitter. Keep going.
Keep
going
attacking
after the children.
Yeah, keep attacking the vulnerable among us,
older people. Yeah. Children and animals.
Dude, you should see some of my replies, man. I'm seeing my replies, and they are going in directions that I did not want to go. First of all, there are a lot of people in my comment section who are saying, well, he's better than that female umpire who couldn't call the strike on the first pitch.
I saw
and I'm like,
that. I saw
dude,
that. I was laughing.
I don't want to talk sports with women.
Cole, I thought you were going to post something about that.
All right, now,
I was waiting for you to post something about that.
I think now we got to shut him at the door. Cole,
we love you. Man.
We love you, and we miss you.
Keep doing God's work.
And we're happy for your success, again, going after the vulnerable.
Women, children, and animals.
Anytime you guys want me, as long as it's in the 8 o'clock hour on your show, I should be good.
Awesome, man. You sound great, Cole, man.
Matt, it's Cole here.
See you, buddy. We'll talk later. Cole Martinez, everybody. Man, oh, man.
He's built for sports radio.
He is.
Even back in the day when I go after him, I knew he's a talented guy who's very self-assured, and his view is interesting. Even if you disagree with him, his view on things is interesting.
That's why we kick it to him all the damn time. What are you up to, Cole? Like, dig into his problems a little bit. He's started to open up about his upbringing.
So I don't know what people on the Twitter tweets were like, I was anti-Cole. I never was.
No.
Just give him a hard time like I do Rockio.
That's it.
Because you can't have a show. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I've destroyed stations.
I agree.
Where everyone's You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
I agree. All right. We're going to go to break. We got trivia. Get in the answers on the YouTube. Go to Lou Info on YouTube, and then that's how you're going to win these OAR tickets.
You got to subscribe to the YouTube.
Like and subscribe. All right, we'll be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begin.
Grounded third, diving play by Arenado. Big up the out! Unbelievable.
Get ready for the ultimate showdown. The New York Yankees come to Busch Stadium the weekend of August 15th through the 17th, and they're bringing the star power. See sluggers like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton take on your Cardinals in one of the biggest series of the season. Finish off your summer in style with the Cardinals and Yankees. Great seats still available. Get yours now at Cardinals.com.
This is Nolan Arenado, St. Louis Cardinals, for the Lou.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball. It's more than a game, it's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands, because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody, it's our favorite song.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. Two Kansas City men appeared in federal court to be sentenced for a 2022 armed carjacking in St. Louis County. Juan Calhoun and Reginald Hudson pleaded guilty in April to stealing a Ford Fusion at gunpoint from a woman on January 12, 2022. It happened at her apartment complex on Marbella Drive in North St. Louis County. Hudson was sentenced to 125 months in federal prison. Calhoun to 144 months. Both will have to pay restitution. A Warren County woman is accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the McDonald's restaurant where she worked. Wright City police were contacted by the owner on August 5th with suspicions that Heather Brand had stolen cash. She'll be in court on September 19th. A new pet store is moving into the space next to the Rail Apartments on McCree Street. The Pet Emporium will replace Bar K. Wallet Hub recently published a study that places Missouri among the worst states to have a baby for birthing costs, healthcare rankings, and family friendliness. Missouri 36th. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. A shower or thunderstorm could pop up today. We have a low-pressure system in stationary front off to our north and west. We will get some sunshine, pretty hot today. We're headed for the low 90s. Overnight, a shower possible, partly cloudy, and we're in the low 70s, and then sunny in the morning on Wednesday. An afternoon shower or thunderstorm possible, upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
A legendary weekend is coming to the Lou. Don't miss the Stiefel Charity Classic presented by Compliance Solutions, September 4th through 7th at Norwood Hills Country Club. Watch PGA Tour champions compete and enjoy a live performance by music sensation OAR at Friday's community concert presented by CarShield. Tickets start at just $20. Kids, military, veterans, and first responders get in free. Get your tickets today at StiefelCharityClassic.com.
Join your fellow St. Louis City SC fans at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. All St. Louis area Hot Shots locations are proud to be a part of City on Tap, presented by Michelob Ultra, the official network bringing St. Louis City fans and ice-cold beer together. Catch every exciting moment of the 2025 MLS season at Hot Shots. Since 1990, Hot Shots has championed St. Louis sports, and they're thrilled to keep the tradition alive for St. Louis City SC. Find the Hot Shots near you at hotshotsnet.com.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get into Site Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Oh, let's go, baby. 8:52 on a Tuesday. Cam Jansen, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Matthew Rocchio, and Ed and Brody Herman jumping in. We're going to shoot the breeze for a little bit. And at 9 o'clock hour, we got a big announcement to make for everybody. What's going on with you guys?
Happy to be here, man.
Just happy to be here.
It's a beautiful, sunshiny day. A little humid. The clothes were a little sticky this morning.
I know we have an announcement to get to, and I think we're going to hold that.
We're going to hold that till
the
9
other
o'clock.
side.
Yep.
We have. I just have a question for you guys. I don't know how close you watch the Cardinals.
I do.
Okay.
Watch every game.
Yeah.
Now we had the umpire guy on. We had a little fun with the umpire kid on, and our ex board op Cole went viral because he mocked the kid and the parent that allowed him to dress as an umpire. I'm just curious, was it too much? Did you think the kid was funny, entertaining?
I found it to be hysterically entertaining. It is what baseball needs. I love seeing kids dress up like umpires. We don't have enough umpires in the world, and I think we need more umpires, and I think it was absolutely entertaining and it's great.
That's the attitude I like right there, baby. That's the attitude I like.
That's it. And let's not mock kids. How about that? Just as a general rule.
I mean, yes.
I like your attitude. Oh, man. Yeah, I thought it was cool. You had a great interview with him and everything, too, but people are mean.
He did poke a guy in the eye next to him.
Yeah.
And
So,
that could be an OSHA hazard, you know.
Listen, I think on the back of the ticket, they warn you might get poked in the eye by an overenthusiastic umpire dressed up kid. It's
I think
possible.
you'd rather get poked in the eye than get hit in the head with a foul ball.
Yeah, which happens all the time. Although
Yeah.
with the new netting, it's not as bad. Thank God they put up that new netting.
Oh,
I don't mind it at all.
I don't
Makes
notice
me
it.
feel
No.
safer at the ball games.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying attention.
When did they put that up? What year was that?
It's been about 10 years now.
I'd say.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You don't get any complaints from anybody. You're there at every game.
No, because the truth is, baseball is a sport that is, when you're there, you're supposed to socialize. Maybe look at your nachos. You don't have to watch every pitch.
Even if you are concentrating every pitch, as hard as those balls are hit, I can't react fast enough to it. Now where I'm sitting, I got good seats. If that foul ball comes back to me, I'm a goner.
I've never been hit directly by, I'm in the camera well a lot.
Yeah.
But one time, I forget where we were, Nolan Arenado hit a foul ball seed into the camera well. Now, I'm looking at my score sheet. Sometimes I'm tweeting, maybe texting my wife. So maybe I'm not always as locked in. But I was on this one, and I saw it coming. I had a blind spot, but I saw on the monitor it was coming. So I got out of the way. It sizzles by, and at that moment I felt heroic, except for the fact that it ricocheted off a back wall and then hit me on the rebound.
Yeah, which I mean, I think it might have been a bit much to be feeling heroic in the first place. That's a really
I don't have
low,
much to be a
That's
hero.
a low bar for heroism.
I have a low bar for that.
Dad, tell us about the time you were a hero.
And you
I was in a camera well all by myself.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
And I
kids.
ducked.
Well, listen, kids. I was in the camera well.
Well, hockey went through the same thing. You know, I know a young girl got hit in Columbus and passed
I
away, and
remember
they
that.
put those. You kind of do it.
That was tragic.
That was real tragic.
But then you also let's not get philosophical about the randomness of the world we live in.
No doubt.
Stuff like that goes on all the time. But to the extent you can control it, if you can, put up the safety guards.
I agree.
I like having the walls up in hockey.
I like not paying attention sometimes and not have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Where were you guys? Were you gone? Were you in Florida? Where have you been?
We did a week. Brody and I both did, where we spent the first few days in Kansas City. We were filming a few podcasts out there for the Sandwiches podcast. We wanted to feature from Kansas City restaurants.
Oh.
And then we went up to Chicago. The National was going on, of course. You know, in baseball, it's the largest collectible show of the year. That was loaded with talent up there. I will, when we have the longer stretch, if you want to hear about some of the people we met, I'll tell you about my encounter with Bo Jackson, with my encounter with Cousin Eddie from the vacation movies, Randy Quaid.
Oh, he was there.
He was there.
Crazy.
He is nuts. And we had a good time with him. We also went to a game up at Wrigley for the Ryan Sandberg Memorial Day when they were honoring him. That was a great time to be up there. So we did Chicago. And then we came back, and we've been in St. Louis since. And just crazy fun times. It was a good time to be away.
Oh, I love Chicago. Love going up there, walking around.
Yeah, I took Brody and I took my daughter. You know, you guys don't get to hear about Caroline very much, but the three of us went up there, just the three of us, for 3 nights. And we did that town right, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Windy City. Nothing better than old Chi-Town.
We were eating like kings, shopping with, like Oprah, I picture her
reckless abandon
in Chicago on that
Take my
magnificent
card.
mile, exactly. Right, handing out the card like Pez. I had to make it worthwhile for my daughter to be up there. She was indulging us by going to the game at Wrigley and then going to the National. I had to
So
find.
she's not a big
she was
fan?
shopping at
She's a
Tiffany's.
fan, but she's
But
still
not like you
she's still a
guys.
girl.
Yeah.
And no knock on girls. I know there's a lot of sports
It's all
fans
good.
that are girls, but she's a girly girl.
Yeah.
So she had a lot more fun shopping the Magnificent Mile, I think, than going to the National.
Wrigley's fun though.
Wrigley,
right?
she had no problem.
It really is. Fun.
That was
Better
just
than Fenway
and
Park,
the
according to
weather.
Herman.
It was. I thought Wrigley was. I think it was a better vintage experience than going to Fenway, because the whole area, the whole community, everything around it, just the dynamic of it. Those old stadiums. I hate going through the corridors because it's so claustrophobic. It's so difficult. But as soon as you get to your seat and you just look out on an incredible cathedral,
It's a beautiful sight to see.
And
really
they still
is.
have the urinal troughs, which
it's
almost an homage to the past. So they have regular urinals, but they still have the trough.
It is. I know. I did not use the trough, and I'm happy they have them, because those bring back the memories. But none of those memories are good memories.
No doubt. I honestly think the troughs help the process of manhood, because you got to look. If you have to go, you're going in the trough, and you can't get stage fright there, because then you're going to have to hold it. So you better learn on the fly.
You do. It can help you get over a lot of those shyness, pee shyness situations. But for women who don't know the trough, probably worth mentioning, it is literally just like a conveyor belt of flowing water, and you just step up to it, and it's like you're peeing onto a luggage carousel.
Yeah, exactly.
And just so you know, Rocchio still deals with stage fright, and he has a team of psychotherapists that he's been working through this. So I think he needs to go to Wrigley.
I would. I sit behind a pole, can't pee. It's just the worst experience in the world. Surrounded by people from Chicago. Find me a worse experience outside of the city of Boston. You can't do it.
Whoa.
Well, I'll tell you now. Have you developed a secret to it? What I'll do in those situations,
I whistle, but that bothers other people.
Is that did you ever close your eyes, look up, and start just picturing water shooting out of a fountain, shooting out of a faucet? Waterfalls, Niagara Falls.
That's a good plan.
And you kind of lose the world around you. It's you
Just figure it out, Ron.
You know?
Figure it out.
I have a better suggestion.
Wait, he's got a better one.
I have a better one, and this isn't to make light of a painful situation.
And an honest situation,
you
too.
begin screaming like you have a gallstone, and then everyone feels sorry for you, and then you feel the wave of sympathy, and that helps.
That's a terrible feeling.
You know what? Maybe I can see that. If you're maybe this is going too far. I'm not sure.
Might be.
What if you just say, "Oh my God, it's all blood"? Do you think that would give you some
we went
clearance?
too far right there.
Everyone immediately looks away.
Yeah,
you'd hope.
Right. They look away. They give you
you would think they would.
A foot of room.
We haven't had the official announcement, so you're entitled to say it. But I think that was too far.
A little too far.
You're entitled, though.
But that's why I asked the question.
Exactly.
I knew that was a possibility.
Yes.
You know, I was seeking your expertise.
Always
you guys
chance.
have been
Always
around.
Chance.
You know, you've peed in a lot of troughs. I think you know more about the etiquette probably than I do.
I do.
Troughs.
We look like a bunch of trough
They are
peers.
gross.
You say we look like a bunch of trough peers?
Well, I mean, the man's been a sideline reporter for 24 years.
Working hard.
Working every stadium. This man knows how to pee a trough.
I know how to pee in a trough. And Rock, you don't like Wrigley? Is that true?
I have issues with the city of Chicago where I do not appreciate the city of Chicago anymore.
Since they changed the railroad around back in the day.
I have too many bad memories in Chicago, and so I don't go to Chicago.
Wait. I feel like I think we need. Yeah, can we pick that scab?
We will.
Is it a legal interaction?
No, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, we don't
because we have a lawyer right here.
Exactly.
Actually, the problem is lawyer. The problem is previously a lawyer, so we don't talk about Chicago.
Ooh, it's
maybe I
deep.
can fix it.
Exactly. All right, let's go to break. We got a big announcement coming up. We got Ed and Brody Herman in studio. We will be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable health insurance. For you, a spouse, a family member, whatever. I'm going to give you a free hotline to call to find affordable health insurance that can cover all your health insurance needs in case you get sick or have an emergency. Plus, cover vision, dental, and more. And there are no long-term commitments. You can keep your plan as long as it's affordable. And for the price of a cup of coffee. We're not talking about one of those fancy coffees. For the price of a regular cup of coffee a day, you can have quality, affordable health insurance. Call the health insurance hotline for a free quote.
800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. That's 800-373-8414. All aboard!
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen.
So what's his handle?
GetBC.com.
You're gonna need lawyers, right?
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right. Free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much.
Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and
and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Oh, baby, let's go. 9:05 on a Tuesday. This is the Lou Information Station live and on demand at louinfo.com. You can check us out on YouTube at Lou Info. Like and subscribe. We're going to do our trivia a little bit later, and you're going to be able to win tickets to OAR. This is Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Jansen, Matthew Rocky, Jim the Cat Hayes, Brody, and Ed Herman sitting in for a while here, but we have a big announcement. I'm going to read the first paragraph of this, and hopefully I don't butcher it. Ed Herman joins Big Fire, son of a. It's all because of you. Cole even said it. Don't even look at me. Ed Herman joins Big Toe Media LLC as partner in ownership at KLIS Radio, St. Louis, Missouri. Big Toe Media LLC, the recently launched media company behind the Lou Information Station, is proud to announce that Ed Herman, managing partner of Brown & Crouppen Law Firm, has officially joined the company as a partner. Let's go. Ring the bell, Jimmy. Get on it. Whoa. What's up? Congratulations, Herman. Third. Boss.
That's it.
Boss man. Let's go.
No,
hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Oh, you see, now the attitude changes completely. No, they were.
No, man.
They treat everybody in here like gold, regardless of whether they have any ownership.
Have you thought, just off the top of my head, have you thought about replacing Rockio with Cole?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I've been an owner for 5 minutes and he's already looking. I'm surprised I didn't come in and immediately everybody's looking for a raise.
Trust me, I know I'm the first to get axed. So I've been down that road many times.
No, this is a very exciting development, and it came together very quickly. As you guys know, about 8 weeks ago, maybe, Dave Green, who is the general manager and one of the owners, met with me in my capacity with Brown & Crouppen, to talk about what Brown & Crouppen can do and maybe sponsoring a show or two and getting involved and he shared the vision of what the station was going to be. And we pitched him on the idea of the Wrestling on the Spectrum podcast because we thought, at the time, wrestling content does really well and St. Louis doesn't really have much. So it seemed like it would be a good fit. What we didn't know at the time was that the other owner of I got to learn how to pronounce our letters. Thank you.
Brody.
That the other owner is a guy named Conrad Thompson, who is known as the Podfather, and he oversees all of the major wrestling podcasts in the nation. He's the son-in-law to Ric Flair, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's the other owner, and he's out of Alabama, so he doesn't live locally, but. He is the other guy. So I didn't know any of that when we were pitching Wrestling on the Spectrum. It was just good fortune. They loved the idea. They pounced on it. They picked up the show. And then we started having meetings, just brainstorming on the show. How are we going to grow this? How are we going to promote this? And we just really connected. I just like both of those guys very much. Sharp as a tack. And their vision for this station, to me, was just the right vision. They recognize radio has changed and it was missing the boat on all of this incredible content that people were producing. It's almost like what Netflix picked up on. Netflix realized that people had become content creators. You no longer had to get your show on NBC or ABC or CBS. You could take your stuff straight to the public on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and people were building out and creating influencer marketing and podcasts. Television was picking up on it and starting to create a platform for more of that content. Radio was lagging behind. People were creating all of this great audio content, and radio had turned a blind eye to all of it and just allowed it to be competition rather than embracing it and saying, wait a second, we've got a platform. You've got great content. What if we marry these things together and give a wider audience to some of the great stuff that people were producing? We'll invite them onto this platform. We'll teach them how to sell advertising and create revenue. A lot of people have great content. They have podcasts, but they don't know how to generate revenue with their podcasts. And Dave Green's a guy who knows how to do this. So when I saw this vision, I thought, man, I was just excited at the idea. And in my mind, I thought, man, I would love to be a bigger part of this. This is something I could really sink my teeth into. But I was not so presumptuous to even suggest it. But then Dave out of nowhere says, you know what? We've got some big visions here, and we like you. Do you think you'd be interested in coming in as a third partner and buying in? And we went over all the details in a relatively short period of time. And, you know, sometimes in life, if something just feels right, you don't analyze it too closely. Do your due diligence. But sometimes in life, if something just feels right, go for it. It's no different than relationships. How many women have you dated? You know, some of them you'll spend years dating and you'll analyze and you'll wonder, is this the right pick? And maybe you get it right, maybe you get it wrong. And then you always know people that kind of flew by the seat of their pants, and you heard they got engaged to some gal that they've only been dating 3 months, and you think they're nuts until 35 years later and you're going to their anniversary party.
It's all
so,
good.
you know, if we know that's true, why wouldn't that be true in other types of relationships, business relationships and otherwise? Sometimes if something feels right, just do it. Go for it.
So,
and that's what I did.
Congratulations. And I will say this about Dave Green. I don't know, Rock, if I brought this up, but I have a podcast called Serving It Up with Matt Holliday and Lance Lynn. They're both delights. And Kyle Gibson, when he doesn't no-show us. And,
okay, I was going to say, is he not a delight?
No, he is, but he's no-show because he's on the retirement tour. He just retired, which means the wife tells him you have to do this and this, which precludes him from being on the show from time to time. It happens. So anyway, I was with a different company in terms of marketing and producing, and Dave said, I'm here if you want to do it, because we already had a relationship from this show. And I was like, okay. And since he's been in charge, it's grown, and he's done everything that he said he would do. And so I'm a believer in Dave Green. So kudos to you.
He eats, sleeps this station. I mean, this is his dream. And you know what? In a world where it seems like giant corporations have consolidated every industry, they buy up everything, and all they are balance sheets. And they just accept the fact that some of the stuff we own makes us money, and some of the stuff we own loses us money, and we get tax write-offs and deductions. And they don't really care about each one and maximizing what each one can do. They're just looking at their portfolio across the board. But when you're focusing on one thing, this is your baby, you're going to put every bit of energy into just making it great for everybody there, you know? And I mean, so far, everybody associated with the station, it just feels like one giant party that everyone, what if we all got together and put our best effort into it and made something great? And that's what it's felt like so far. And I don't know, if people are not listening, they need to be. Obviously, people that are hearing me now are listening, but spread the word to your friends. Something special is happening here. Yeah. And tune on to it through luinfo.com, because you get crystal clear clarity. So if you're in your car, it's better than trying to get it on AM where the signal may go in and out. But if you're just streaming it right through luinfo.com, you hit live listen, clear as can be anywhere you are. And I mean, you are getting the most hyper localized stuff, the stuff that, let's face it, who the heck wants to listen to the news? It's just there to make you angry, but it really is not a part of your daily life. It's just not. The stuff that goes on this station is actually stuff that goes on in your daily life. It's the teams that you care about. It's the restaurants that you go to. It's the businesses that you might frequent. Like, this actually makes sense in your life. This is an addition to your life. The news is just a distraction. The big time media stuff, they're terrible. There's nothing good going on there. Nothing good.
It's depressing.
It is.
It is.
This is like this bringing the fun back to entertainment.
That's right.
Like, that's why we have entertainment. It's supposed to be a fun distraction. It's not supposed to be built on rage baiting.
And plus, like, people know Cam because they're Blues fans, and he's been on the radio now for many years. Like, he's a friend. And Cole, when he takes over for Rocchio.
Oh, God.
He's an old friend.
He really went right back to it. He went right back to it. No, they got Cam, but they got you. I mean, you know what? They're loaded with familiar faces and familiar radio voices, too. You know, a lot of guys, you know how the business is. It's kind of it's a rough business.
Sure.
And there's not a tremendous amount of loyalty in the business. But I feel like in the station here, just bringing back and using familiar faces, familiar voices, beloved figures, like, I don't know, the fans out there seem to appreciate it. They like the familiar voices that they've gotten used to.
They know
it's
what they're going to get.
comforting.
Yeah, they know what they're going to get for sure.
You know, and I mean, you know, Jim, don't sell yourself short.
Won't.
It's a big deal that they have you here. I mean, and I've got questions for you. And, you know, now you have to answer them.
I'm willing to answer any questions, especially now that you own it. But let's be honest. Like, I know my place. Cam, if we put it this way, if we suddenly set up a thing and said free autographs, there'd be 0 people in the line for me, where they'd be, 50, 100 deep for Cam. I understand.
It may be true, and this is no knock on Cam, but I'll suggest this as something for you to think about. If people had the opportunity to only ask 5 questions, they might choose to ask 5 questions to Cam over you. Of course they would. But if people were given the opportunity to ask 50 questions, they would all go to you and not to Cam.
Too deep.
They don't have
too deep for me.
No, but they don't have 50 questions for him. They'll have the top 5 are going to go to him because everybody, look, he was an athlete. People want to know what that's like to be out there on the ice and competing and doing those things. So he's going to get those early ones. But you, sideline reporting for 24 years with the Cardinals, getting to interview all of the people that you've interviewed, being present for all of the historic things that you've seen. If you give them 50 questions, you're going to be the one that they're going to ask those questions of.
Well,
You have to answer every one of them.
Every one of them.
I did have that heroic moment where I got hit by a foul ball.
That's right.
Yeah, well,
you probably want to know.
You took one on a ricochet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now, don't glorify it anymore. It was a ricochet ball. You know, you didn't like John Sterling took his directly.
Yes, he did.
That was nuts. How many times have I watched that replay? And I saw that Keith Hernandez almost took a ball in the game yesterday or the day before. It just grazed his hair.
Yeah.
He looked up like, what the?
That would have put him
wasn't
down.
paying attention.
That would have put him down.
I'm surprised his beautiful head of hair didn't stop that ball.
Best defensive first baseman ever, though.
Yeah,
One of or the best, I think.
I would say yes.
Defensive first
I would say.
baseman.
Do you want to hear a John Sterling story?
Yes, we do.
This is how old I am. So my dad used to work at WMCA in New York. That's where Sterling did a talk show. And we would go in with my dad and my brother and I. We were little kids, so it wasn't a crime because you can't prosecute little kids. But we would But we would rifle through John Sterling's desk and steal little things out of it when my dad didn't know about it. Because that's how old I am.
Is that right?
And that's how old Sterling was.
And did you see a notepad of him trying to come up with those home run calls for each player?
You know what he had, though? In his desk, he had stacks and stacks of glossy photos of himself. And we used to say, hey, he's pretty full of them. But that was part of the job. And then years later, when I started doing sideline for the Cardinals, I introduced myself. And I said, I'm Richard Hayes' kid. We used to run around WMCA. And he said, I remember it was you and your brother. And he said, his quote was, what a kick.
Was that right?
That was a pretty great moment.
Oh, God.
What a kick.
Troy says, you guys were the ones that left all those fingerprints on my glossies.
That little baseball that I had that is missing, you stole it. Yes, we did.
Well, that was a big deal. Did people not, do you still get, well, Cam, you know, as an athlete, do you still get in the mail autograph requests?
Yeah. The cards.
And what do you do when you get those? How does that work?
I lose probably half of them. A lot of them go to my old home, too. My old address, so that takes a little while. But yeah, I get to them. It's always just a card with a note from a kid or whatever, you know. Hockey cards.
And do you not feel tremendous guilt over the half that you lose?
Yeah,
These people are just running to the mail every day trying to get their thing back.
No doubt about it. But you ask guys like Matt Holliday about that, he throws them all away.
Well, yeah.
Every single one.
You know, listen,
they lost their shuffle at times.
I can't judge because if you're not the one getting those all the time, you just don't know how that's going to be. The reality, I know, well, I don't want to get too heady because it is tough. How do you balance that? You know, I mean, you know how it is when you're an athlete, you're a public figure, you get judged by your worst moments. Everything's recorded these days. And then if you have one bad interaction with a fan where you turn them away, you may not even notice the kid that was trying to get your attention. That goes out there. That can, you know, really wreck with you for a while.
So you have to be aware. You have to be aware. I mean, like when I was in the heat, like there was cameras that started to come out, and we were going out all the time, and you'd see a guy over there just like film us, you know. Osh is young. We're all young guys. Berglund, we're just, you know, stick out like sore thumbs. They're just like filming like that. So you have somebody go over there and be like, what are you doing? And did they post that? I don't know. Twitter wasn't gigantic then, but these kids now, they go to Wheelhouse, the young guys, everybody's filming every single movie.
And they may be live streaming.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
one little thing.
But, I've seen it. There's 100 kids asking for autographs.
Yeah.
Some kids are polite. Some kids are like, they're like, Donovan.
Oh, get over here.
But the players try. But they have other stuff to do. So if there's 100 and you sign 30, and then you have to go, get treatment or something, and you leave, one of those, he didn't have time to sign for me.
Of all the guys that you've seen, who would you say are some of the people that you think like put the most effort into trying to be all they could be for those kids? Like nobody's going to be perfect, but who really made the most effort right through their whole career, end to end?
I'm going to say Holiday's on the list. He would sign a lot. And then here's the other thing about Holiday. People, while he played, said he was quiet, didn't say a lot. He did it. I mean, he got this narrative that he was a lead by example guy. No, in the clubhouse, he was all over everyone, nonstop talking. He just didn't like talking about himself in front of the media. But he after most home games, he would go visit a kid in the hospital.
Really?
Like all the time. And like sometimes, it was late, so he split before he talked because he said he'd visit a kid. And he did all that. No cameras, didn't want cameras, would be mad if you. So, I mean, there's been a ton of those guys. But I'm going to put Holly at the top of the list because he would do that all the time.
But you see guys now, though, they'll go to a hospital, they'll have pictures taken and stuff, then they post it. And they're like, it's like, just go there and do it. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard because they're so brand conscious, because nobody is themselves. Everybody is a brand. And then that becomes very, very difficult. Now, you work obviously with Matt. You're doing the podcast with him. I'm sure he's been asked a million times about his two sons.
Yeah, Ethan and Jackson. Yeah,
and with Ethan just getting drafted,
the Rockies,
and they just re-ranked the prospects yesterday. MLB did, and I think they already put him like maybe 17th overall. Brody, did you happen to look on there?
Yeah,
I think, which is pretty amazing to already be that high on the list, and you were just drafted. I mean, he must be. What's his take on all that? How is he handling that? How is he keeping himself grounded? How is he letting them shine, but at the same time enjoying it?
So, I mean, he's a great dad. Like when we went to see his kid in Baltimore, he had his other son with him. He's just sitting in the stands. They're watching an Oklahoma Thunder game. They're not in a suite somewhere. But he said when it comes to like the drafting and the coaching, he kind of lets other people handle it because he doesn't want to be too much, or like he is Matt Holliday, understands he has some juice, but he also doesn't want to dominate that situation for his kids. And with the drafting stuff, like the kid that just got drafted by Colorado, Ethan, probably should have been the top pick.
Yeah.
But there's money involved, right? So a team that can draft someone ahead of Ethan knows we can get this guy for less than whatever the slot is, and we can use that money in later rounds. And Matt knows all this and would probably like to say, my kid is the number one pick. He's the top guy in the draft, but he's very conscientious of not trying to overshadow the whole situation.
Yeah. And, it's got to be tough too, when you're a second generation in the majors. Sometimes you have people that exceed their parents, like
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr., best example. Barry Bonds, another great example.
Yep.
Then you have some situations where you have comparables, like the Fielders, Cecil Fielder and Prince Fielder, almost identical players. Identical. I think 319 home runs for each of them. And I think Vladimir Guerrero, senior and junior, both amazing ball players in their own right, different skill sets.
Yep.
But at the top of their games. But more often than not, the second generation is not as strong.
Pete Rose Jr.,
Dale Berra,
Tony Gwynn,
and Tony also had his brother, Chris Gwynn, who is not as talented. So that's got to be tough. I having two sons getting to the majors. I guess you could ask Bob Boone about having Aaron and Brett there, but that's got to be. I mean,
because those kids won the genetic lottery.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like my kid didn't. Well, my kid plays baseball, but I didn't gift him with the with the gene pool.
He's going to be
that
their
the
agent.
holidays
I was going to
are from.
say, but wait till he starts
He's gonna be
interviewing
their
people
agent.
on the sideline.
Look, thankfully, he wants to go into business and wants nothing to do with this industry.
Is that right? Now you say that, but you love the industry.
I do.
You know, how could you not? So, and again, I'm not. I tend to be an optimistic, positive guy. I don't like to ask for dirt or negative stuff. That said, is there anybody over the years that you've seen that you really thought was just unreasonably mean to the fans or the kids, or carried a disdain that made no sense considering people were supporting the team?
I'm trying to think if there was anyone who was mean.
Or maybe they were perceived as mean, but you can tell us that they really weren't.
I'll just give you like Yachty at times was anti-media, and that doesn't mean he was mean, but I wish he would have done more because he was beloved in this town, and that's
Still
why
is.
It still is, and that's why him coming back as a guest coach like he did, it meant something to me, because I saw this guy, the smile, the joy. It kind of went full circle for me, but I can't think of anyone.
Was McGuire tough? Well, I know he was earlier,
because also you get to know these guys on a personal level. Like that's one of the advantages I have, and so no one's been really mean to me, or I've never seen anyone like be mean to fans that I can think of. All of them understood fans are customers, and while some people had more interaction, some players did. I didn't see anyone being mean to.
Yeah, but the media has a job too, and they're there to, provide the context to, for the fans so that they can put what they're watching into a larger perspective, and create conversation, which help builds their brand. And yet they do have a lot of disdain for the media.
So Mark McGuire, at the end of his tenure, I think was anti-media because during the home run chase, his life became a fishbowl. And I think
once the conversation turned to Andro and it was all he was being asked about, I mean, who in their right mind would just want to answer the same three questions over and over and over again?
Was that all going down before the video of him by his locker and it showed some pills? Was this all?
No, before that really turned the conversation. And then, of course, there's still speculation whether or not that was kind of a stunt to have those visible to distract attention away from injectable steroids to something that was still technically allowed in the game. It's not allowed anymore. This Andro and
Androstein?
Yeah. But at the time, it was within the rules. Although I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, yes, that was what I was going to say. Technically, steroids, there was no rule against it.
They were illegal.
Now, some people will say it was, exactly. They'll say, but it was illegal. but then it's like, what? There's a lot of things that are illegal. If there's not a rule against it, and clearly there probably should have been, but there wasn't.
But you talk about brand. So Mark McGuire became sort of like a national villain when he said steroids is bad.
Sure.
Then the Cardinals bring him back as a coach. And I saw this firsthand. He's at spring training. First day he's there. Back as part of baseball. Literally 200 media, right? He answered the questions. Whether you agreed with his answers or not, he answered the questions. Then the next day, there was 100. Then the next day, 75. And then by the time I was leaving spring training, I always talk about this. I remember one day Brian Bartow, the head of the Cards PR department, said, Big Mac's leaving today. Does anyone need him? And no one did. And I thought, he went through the gauntlet. He made it back. And since then, to be honest, he's been a coach. He's more forthcoming. He's a different guy. He's much more comfortable in his own skin. I mean. And he's really a nice guy.
Yeah.
And his players, when he was a hitting coach, his players loved him. And I think he won back fans, too.
I think, listen, I think that for some reason, people like to see people rise, then they like to see them fall. They like to see them come back.
Yep.
I mean, it's just built into how it's very primal. I think it's why the wrestling is as popular as it is, just to bring it a little bit around to that, because wrestling clarifies human nature. It tells you all the time, here's who we want you to root for. Here's the villain you're going to root against. And yet they are constantly flipping back and forth. They're manipulating, playing on the human emotion. Today you hate this guy, but tomorrow you're going to love him, even though you've hated him for 20 years.
Yep.
But this guy you've loved for 20 years, next week you're going to hate him. Yep. And just to show, because we are pretty weak like that. We are very easily moved.
Yes.
And we all are. That's not, it has nothing to do with anything. We just are. And I don't know. I mean, for me, I've always been thrown by the McGuire stuff. Even with Barry Bonds, people, I mean, they're cantankerous. They got to be cantankerous at a certain point with the media. But whenever you talk to, I don't know, maybe teammates just don't talk poorly about each other. But, I haven't really heard anybody say anything bad about McGuire that ever worked closely with him.
No, he was a good teammate. Everybody liked him.
He was grumpy, and then you see him grumpy after games.
And I took his job seriously. I think, listen, a lot of people get mad at people for not owning up as quickly as they would like them to.
True.
But the truth of it is, I don't want them to own up quickly. I want them to own up sincerely. And sincerely doesn't always happen quickly. Sometimes to get a sincere apology or an acknowledgement that maybe somebody's lines blurred something and that their rationalizations were just that. They were just rationalizations, but they did something that was not in the spirit of the game. That's a truth that it can't be forced on you. It's a truth you have to come to on your own. And when you get to that point, then if you're comfortable talking about it, that's the right time to make your peace with it. Not because society has come around you. That's how I felt about the Pete Rose situation and the gambling. It didn't bother me that he was lying about it as long as he did. He was in denial about his actions. He had so rationalized them in his mind that they were somehow acceptable and weren't as bad as what everybody said. He believed that. He wasn't saying, he believed that until eventually you hope that enough light was kind of cast on it, enough time, enough perspective for a person to say, you know what? I've been rationalizing my behavior for years, but the truth of it is I did wrong. You give me something like that sincerely, that's satisfying. That I can forgive a person forevermore when you come to that truth.
You mean whenever you do something bad or the camera's on you and you know that you messed up, but then 12 hours later, everybody's on top of you and you send out that long tweet apologizing.
And you know how you can always tell it's BS? Because they'll say something in there like, if I offended anybody. If they're still basically saying, in my mind, this should not have offended anybody. But if you're somehow weak and you fall into that group of people that I might have offended, you know what? Don't give me your passive-aggressive apology. Nobody wants it. It's just nonsense. Clearly, you were forced into doing it. You were put up for it. I'd rather you just stay quiet, go away for a few months, and then come back with something that feels more heartfelt.
I agree.
Otherwise, you're wasting my time.
Rock, you want to do this trivia?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it now. Legendary Weekend is coming to St. Louis. Don't miss the Stiefel Charity Classic presented by Compliance Solutions, September 4th through the 7th at the historic Norwood Hills Country Club, where Rockio is a member, by the way. Watch the PGA Tour champions tee it up and compete. Here are just some of the names that are on top of the leaderboard last year, along with the winner Yi Yang, Bernard Langer, Stuart Sink, Justin Leonard, Chris DeMarco, Darren Clark, and plenty more. Plus, you can enjoy a live performance by musical sensation OAR at Friday's community concert presented by CarShield. Tickets start at $20. Kids, military veterans, and first responders get in for free. Get your tickets today at StiefelCharityClassic.com. That's StiefelCharityClassic.com. And we will see you at Norwood Hills, September 4th through the 7th. Did pretty good on that.
You did good, Cam?
You know what? You were
pretty good on that.
Smooth as butter.
Smooth as butter, baby.
Not bad. Not bad. Let's go.
Cam and Jim, you guys have the live screen in front of you on the iPad. That's what you need to be looking at because this one's a little bit delayed. So the live screen in front of you will show you the questions and the answers. So this game is called You May Step Down. Is an ode to Jim Hayes.
Because I'm litigious.
Because he's litigious.
When I won an argument, I tell people you may step down.
There you go.
And so
we might look foolish.
Essentially, how this is going to work is that Jim Hayes and company are each going to have a round of questions. But the thing here is why we call it You May Step Down, is you only get to answer the next round of questions if you answer the first one correctly. So each round of questions has 5 potential questions. If you get one wrong, you may step down, you're out, and the next person takes over. There are 32 available points across each of you going through 4 rounds of trivia. We don't have to do all 4 if you don't want to. Either way, get your answer in right now on the chat. You're going to have to guess.
1 out of 32.
1 out of 32.
That we're both going to get.
I guess 0 out of 32. You're going to guess
we've no
what
confidence.
the winning score is going to be today.
And we're together? Or
No,
we're
you're going head to head.
Okay.
One of you will go, and the other one will go. Whoever has the guesses closest to the winning score, whoever is the winner, is walking away with those OAR tickets. Just make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel to be eligible for these questions. Guess low.
Gotta be on YouTube.
People is what
Lou Info.
The cat says. So, which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. All right, Cat. I'm going to tack up question number 1 for you today here, and that's going to pop up for you. Let's scroll up to our round 1 questions right out of the gate for Jimmy the Cat Hayes. Your question is, a flamboyance is the official designation for a group of what kind of bird? Cardinals, flamingos, or blue jays?
Come on.
You know what that is?
It's got to be.
I'm going to go flamingo.
Of course.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
You go flamingos on that one. All right, Jimmy the Cat Hayes says he's going to go flamingos.
Could have been a trick question.
I just want to change some things around here. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
We're still learning the
And
formatting
we're
here.
off.
And
That's what I say.
bang!
There you go.
Right in front of you.
Way to go, Rob.
Flamingo is correct. Which means you're going to move on to
We
a
got
round.
one.
We're
I
going to
think
move
of crisscross when I think of flamingos.
Yeah.
like
right.
the
Brody, I might need your help.
like the group crisscross.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, the singer.
The singer,
Sailor,
sorry.
right?
Like
Singer,
Christopher
The guy who had a beautiful voice and looked like a serial
There's 2 of
killer.
them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You said crisscross. I went with the.
You went for the
Yeah.
90s.
You went with crisscross.
I went with the 90s.
Yeah,
group.
no, that's a different pronunciation.
Remember their jeans were on the other side of their pants?
That's very true. That is a very.
All right, what do we got here, Rob?
Okay. I'm going.
Too many people talking at once.
No, you don't get any. Extra credit on this one, Jim, or you don't get any help on this one. You just got to know this. In a standard deck of playing cards, how many cards of each color are there?
Oh, I know that.
You do know that?
Of course. Think about it.
26.
No, 13. Wait, each color. You're right. 26. Each color. I was thinking each suit, but you're right.
Each color.
That's correct.
26.
You got that one correct, Jimmy. It is 26 is the correct answer in a standard deck of playing cards, which means you move up to a round 3 question. It's going to keep getting a little bit harder.
Man.
So, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, on this one, there's only one state you can spell on one line of a standard keyboard. So you can look down on your keyboard and even get a little guess here. There's only one state you can spell
I think
on
I got
one
that.
line of a standard keyboard. Is it Kansas, Nevada, or
Kansas.
Alaska? Oh,
No.
Jimmy the Cat Hayes, I'm so sorry.
No, I think it's Alaska.
I'm so sorry, sir. It is, in fact, Alaska.
No.
Would
See,
have been the correct
Ed
answer.
knows every
so Jimmy
single
the Cat
one.
Hayes
He's too
gets,
smart. for that.
Jimmy the Cat Hayes, you get 2 points to start off, which means that it's Cam Jansen's turn to take over
Okay,
with
let's
a
go.
round 1 question. Cam Jansen, are you ready for a round
Let's go.
1 question today? What is the largest country in the world by population? Is it India,
I know this.
Russia,
It's
or
either
China?
It's either India or China, but I'm going to say India.
I think you're
It
right.
is India.
Correct.
I think it passed China a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, by my list, I went by the most recent census according to
All right, Cam.
No. If Ed says it's true,
It's India.
You know what?
Google said China when it
Hold
came
on.
to population.
You know what? I think you got to look that one up.
think
I
it's
think
India.
things may be
Siri, which
different.
country has the largest population on Earth?
that's a good one, though.
Whatever Siri says, we're going with. China.
Son of
China.
my
Get
bad.
the relative populations
All right.
of China and India.
You're not counting everybody in India.
I really do.
Go to New Delhi and walk
You're
around.
wrong. China.
Right.
We all agree that we
China's
go by Siri.
gigantic.
We all agree we go by that. So I'm sorry,
Siri.
Cam.
That's okay. I'm okay with that one. 'cause
Sorry, Ken.
If Ed agrees with
No,
me,
I mean, it wasn't far off. By the way, India will surpass China. So
thank you. That is Brody. What's up, then, Brody?
Yes, that's very true.
What's up, then,
Brody's
Brody?
correct. So Cat has 2 points through 1 round.
Come on,
Cam
Cat.
has
Come on,
0
Cat.
points. Round
Come on, Cat.
2 for Cat. Your second try through. This is again. You may step down. We're going to get another round 1 question for you today.
I hate to interrupt, but
Yeah,
you know,
oh no,
it says here on the Google, India has recently surpassed China to become the world's most populous country. As of mid 2023, India's population was estimated to be around 1.4286 billion, slightly higher than China's estimated 1.4257.
All right, fine.
Let's go.
We're giving.
I
Cam
read that
China.
the other day.
We're giving Cam China.
The
or
Global
giving Cam India.
Population Committee just said Cam is wrong.
Cam, we're going to give Cam credit.
I went there and
Cam,
counted.
Cam, you're getting your round 2 question.
Let's
you're getting your damn round 2 question.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
You get no help on this one. What is the largest planet in our
Jupiter.
solar system? Nope. Okay. Cam gets that one right. Correct. You get that one right.
You better get on with yourself.
In fact,
Pretty
Jupiter.
good.
I was okay, Cam. You know what? You got me good on that one. You got me good on Jupiter.
Oh,
so Cam now has 2 points. Jim, he's tied you. Are you feeling a little worried at all?
Not really, because I don't really care if I win or lose.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
It's for the children. Let's go.
Cam, which beloved cast of characters did Jim Henson create?
The Muppets.
Is that the Muppets, the Flintstones, or the Jetsons?
The Muppets, yeah.
I'm actually legitimately surprised he got that one, Jim Hayes. I'm sorry.
What?
He gets the Muppets.
Or 80s.
And for reaching round 3, you get a bonus point.
Let's go.
You're now at 4 points. You're now at 4 points.
They're bonus points for Hanna-Barbera inventing the other two? Would that have been?
That would have been bonus points if you were playing at 100%
different
right.
level, dude. You're on a different level.
You are playing on a different level, and I appreciate that about you. All right, let's move on for the first time to our round 4 questions. Thank you very much. Our round 4 questions, Cam. The heaviest/largest organ in the human body is our skin. How many pounds does it weigh?
There's no.
You got to.
What does our skin weigh?
I'm going to give you a 1 pound leeway. So if you guess within 1 pound, you're getting it right.
But if I
wait a second, because he gets no options. He gets no options.
I know, but if you're a
What
child,
about Andre
your
the
skin is going to be a lot lighter than if you're a grown man.
It's a full-grown adult on average.
Andre the Giant versus Ed Herman.
What am I doing here?
Where were you at Jerry Maguire?
That's why he's the boss.
On the head math.
That's why he's the boss.
I'm just saying.
The average human skin weighs.
Okay, so we're talking 5'11".
Needs to be 5.
So a 5'11", 200-pound male.
We'll go for it. Yes, the actual number I pulled off was listed as the average human.
Well, you should have said that in your question.
Oh my God, you can take that off the question.
If he ripped all his skin off and put it on a scale, how much would it?
What
weigh?
isn't that
what we're doing?
Largest organ in the human body is our skin. How many pounds does it weigh? Because
26.
Okay, sorry, Cam, you got that one wrong.
Wait, what was it, about 20 pounds?
It actually weighs 8 pounds.
That's it?
That's the heaviest, largest organ in the human body.
They must not be counting the fleshy under.
I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, there's a lot going on there.
I assume you're right. They're not counting the fleshy underparts. You are correct about that one. Cam, though, gets up to 4 points, and we moved on to Jim Hayes
this is
for
fantastic.
the next round. Jim Hayes,
I can't believe that all that skin is only 8 pounds. That seems ridiculous.
You might have to look that up, too. I don't know.
All right, so Cam got a population question. I'm not going to give you this one. I'm going to give you. Let's go back to your days growing up, Jim Hayes. M&M's Fruit Chews debuted in 1967, and by 1968 were known by their current name of what? Are those Smarties, Sweet Tarts, or Starburst?
Come on,
Smarties,
Starburst.
Cam Jansen, you're not stealing points here. That's not how we're playing the game. But you are correct. Cat Hayes is wrong on that one. Starburst.
What's your star? Those are the little square ones.
Yes, those are little square ones.
Damn good. That's a 90s thing.
I didn't even know that M&M made Starburst.
It was a British candy called like Opal candy or some kind of like colored.
And they had battles back in the day.
And yeah, they brought them over in 67 and immediately changed the name because they were not doing very well.
I'm gonna lose to Cam on this. It hurts my feelings. I'm in my
you set yourself up for a phenomenal comeback.
All right, Cam, let's do a little local stuff. Which national forest is located in Missouri? Is it Mark Twain, the Ozarks, or the Adirondacks?
Well, I know the Adirondacks are in New York, and I know the Ozarks are right down yonder, and I know Mark Twain. National forest would be Ozarks.
I'm sorry, we're going right back to Jimmy the Cat Hayes because it's Mark Twain National Forest. The Ozark National Forest is in northern Arkansas, just across the border.
Question.
That was a good
Mark
question.
Twain National Forest.
Damn good question.
Is in Missouri on that one.
My
So
dad's
no
gonna be
points
pissed at me
for
about
Cam
that.
Jansen. Cam Jansen still leading 4-2 over Jimmy the Cat Hayes. This one's going to be on landmass, Jimmy the Cat Hayes. What is the largest country in the world by landmass?
Russia.
Brazil,
Russia.
China, or Russia? Are you sure about that?
He's right.
100% sure.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It's Russia. You got that one. I gotta find the thing on the screen. I gotta kill some time every once in a while. People, come on, give me a little break.
Let's go.
Jimmy the Cat Hayes,
You're all good.
We're good, baby.
gets point number 3.
I'm telling you, this is game on now.
yeah.
Okay.
This next question
I love
is
this
you're
one.
right back in this.
Oh, I love this one. I'm so happy that Jim got this one. All right. Our round 2 question for Jimmy the Cat Hayes today is going to be, where is it? Sorry. I need to find this one here. I have them all in here. I'm just.
Ed, you got to look at the Rockio situation.
I know, man. Listen, we need to talk.
I'm working with the technology I have to create these trivia questions the way I can.
We're
all
doing
right?
We love you, dude.
All right, here we go. For 2 points, or for 1 point in round 2, how many spin-offs did the sitcom All in the Family produce?
Oh, my God, so many. I can name them.
Just original spin-offs, not spin-offs of spin-offs. So no grandfather spin-offs, just the first round of spin-offs.
Oh, okay.
How many of the first round, just original spin-offs from All in the Family were there?
That's 3.
No. Jefferson.
Is that your final answer, Jim? Or
I've already got at least 4. I've got 5.
I'm sorry. I wish I could give a point to Ed Herman because he gets it right. It's 5.
And I'll give you the 5.
Yeah.
So Maude came from All in the Family. Good Times came from it. The Jeffersons came from it. Gloria came from it. And Archie Bunker's Place came from it.
Gloria had a show?
She had her own show.
She had her own show.
Yeah, and it actually made it 2 seasons, I believe. It wasn't just a one and done. I think that was in her contract.
Gloria had a show.
You know, I used to find Sally
You
Struthers.
don't know any of these. You don't even know Maude.
Maude is and now that was the game we were gonna play today. Was going to be Screw, Marry, Kill using the Golden Girls. Not Sophia, because I thought that was just wrong. That's like reverse pedophilia.
Do you know she was not the oldest cast member?
She wasn't. No, because she was just
the
playing the oldest.
All right.
And by the way, Maude brought us Adrienne Barbeau.
Ooh,
she did.
Cam Jansen has a lead of
but all we needed was Maude.
That's right.
This is round 3
Electrifying
for Cam.
Enterprise and anything but tranquilizing.
All right,
Right
Cam.
on, Maude.
Who hosted the first ever
I know
episode of
that.
SNL?
Yeah.
George Carlin, Rob Reiner, or Richard Pryor?
I know this one.
Son of a.
Oh, you guys don't know this one right off the top of your head?
I knew Kat would know this one, so I gave it to Cam.
I'll say nothing. I got to keep this fair.
Either 2 comedians, one or the other. Which one's older? Richard Pryor.
George Carlin.
Again, George Carlin is the answer.
All right.
He absolutely knew that one.
Damn, I needed that too.
You did. The door is wide open now.
Okay.
A lot of pressure.
Drive through.
This is round 4.
Son of a.
By the way, Jim, this is your last round. If you don't get this one right, you're dead because you're down 4-3. This is 1 point right off the bat. And you know what I want?
Can I get like a tie in the standings like they do for soccer?
If you tie, we'll go to a lightning round.
Get him.
Cat for round 1 to keep this game going. The main setting of the show, The Office, was this Pennsylvania town.
Oh, he's got it.
Dunmore, Stanford, or Scranton?
Scranton.
Yeah, he's got it. Of course.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Easy.
Been there plenty.
I'm so happy that you didn't screw up Scranton like you did Starburst. I'm very happy. Thank you very much.
It's a great show.
I went to Scranton and I did a little office tour.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful little town.
Oh yeah, it's
Scranton,
nice.
Pennsylvania.
And all those places that they talk about on the show, they're all there.
Yeah.
All right, Jim
Steamtown Mall.
Jim Hayes has tied things up. We go to his round 2 question here.
Toe to toe.
Jim Hayes, I'm going to need you to answer this one. No help on this one. Where is my question? Name one of the 2 dates that the summer solstice always falls upon in the Northern Hemisphere?
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
Dates.
Yeah, it's one or the other. I'm not going to say anything. Don't say anything.
Where's
Let him play it. Let him play it honest.
Name one of the 2 dates that the summer solstice always falls upon in the Northern Hemisphere.
You always luck out on the question. Summer solstice, I'm going to say that happens in August.
No, it's either June 20th or June 21st.
Yeah, it hurt.
It just means it's the first day of summer.
First day of summer, longest day of the year. It's either June 20th or June 21st every year in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm sorry.
The longest day. I should have remembered that and gone earlier. But I have to have the exact date.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like
would you have? No,
you get 2 dates.
I'm not acting like I would.
You get 2 dates. How is that not hard? All right, Cam.
All right.
To win this game,
your question is water wet.
No, actually, to win this game, he's going to have to answer one that you would have gotten in an absolute heartbeat. I didn't give this one to you, Jimmy the Cat Hayes. So, Cam Jansen, in which state can you find a statue of Old Blue Eyes? Is that in New York, Connecticut, or
It's in New York.
Cam Jansen, you blew it. You absolutely blew it.
It's got to be New Jersey. He's a Hoboken guy.
He's from New Jersey.
It's in Hoboken, New Jersey, you goon. I had it.
Well, it's still tied. It's still tied.
We tie with 4 points total.
Now my confidence is.
The goal here is to give the listeners are the winner. So whoever
I kind of feel like I was the winner.
You were the winner.
Yeah. Was there anybody out there that went off the board completely and said, "I'm picking Ed"?
You cleared with 9 or 10 points.
I did.
The bottom line is
for this room.
We're going to have to go with the lowest point total that we got here from a winner, and that looks like it was Rooster from Birmingham and Aaron, who guessed in the 20s. They guessed in the
20s.
Way to go. You guys completely let them down. Oh my Lord! These fans had hope.
Well, we did pretty good in the last couple. I think it's intimidating when the boss is here, and he's smarter than
what that was.
It's intimidating.
Unbelievable. I got to
that
use
was great, Ross.
So few of the questions I had.
I know. We can do another one.
I had 30-something questions written. We used like 12 of them, and I could save them all. I'm happy. I'm happy.
No, I'm ready now, man.
But I got to say that last question was a gimme.
That's why it was round 1.
That was literally like a 6-inch.
So wait, they never even got to round 2?
No. So it was.
No, we don't know.
Each time you played it, you were moving up.
Yeah. I got you.
So after you answered question 1, you got to question 2, then 3, then 4, then 5.
Jersey.
And if you got any question wrong, you had to step down and
they get
the path to.
Were the questions going to get progressively harder?
The questions did get progressively harder. So
we never got past.
Jimmy the Cat got a level 4 question. Jimmy the Cat's level 4 question was the heaviest, largest organ in the human body is our skin. How many pounds does it weigh? An example of one of the hardest questions, if you guys want to know.
Yeah, I got that question.
In what year was the Mona Lisa infamously stolen from the Louvre?
1923.
You're close, Camby.
Yeah, that is close. It was sometime in the 20th century.
1911.
He just walked in and grabbed it and walked right out.
Walked in and grabbed it.
Unbelievable. All you got to do is do it with confidence. Nobody knows.
Exactly what
Nobody really knows any better.
He walked in, snagged it, and walked right out.
And if you can dress like a security guard, all the better.
So whoever was closest to 21, whoever's closest to 4 in our guesses is the winner, as long as they're also subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, everyone, for playing, and thank you very much for Steve Charity Classic.
Thank you. You want to go to break real quick?
We gotta go break.
Okay, we're going to go to break. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Brody. Appreciate you guys jumping on board and dealing with the whole thing, because I knew you knew every single answer. It's incredible. I love it.
The skin only weighed 8 pounds.
That's crazy.
I still don't believe it.
You didn't know it was Starbucks.
We'll go to break. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Oh. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, as you sports fans know,
it's really getting out of hand, man. It's going way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, living by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
Grounded third, diving play by Arenado. They get the out. Unbelievable.
Get ready for the ultimate showdown. The New York Yankees come to Busch Stadium the weekend of August 15th through the 17th, and they're bringing the star power. See sluggers like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton take on your Cardinals in one of the biggest series of the season. Finish off your summer in style with the Cardinals and Yankees. Great seats still available. Get yours now at Cardinals.com.
This is Nolan Arenado, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball. It's more than a game, it's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands, because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody, it's our favorite song.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. 2 Kansas City men appeared in federal court to be sentenced for a 2022 armed carjacking in St. Louis County. Kewan Calhoun and Reginald Hudson pleaded guilty in April to stealing a Ford Fusion at gunpoint from a woman on January 12, 2022. It happened at her apartment complex on Marbella Drive in North St. Louis County. Hudson was sentenced to 125 months in federal prison. Calhoun to 144 months. Both will have to pay restitution. A Warren County woman is accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the McDonald's restaurant where she worked. Wright City police were contacted by the owner on August 5th with suspicions that Heather Brand had stolen cash. She'll be in court on September 19th. New pet store is moving into the space next to the Rail Apartments on McCree Street. The Pet Emporium will replace Bar K. Wallet Hub recently published a study that places Missouri among the worst states to have a baby for birthing costs, healthcare rankings, and family friendliness. Missouri 36th. We're the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. A shower or thunderstorm could pop up today. We have a low-pressure system and stationary front off to our north and west. We will get some sunshine, pretty hot today. We're headed for the low 90s. Overnight, a shower possible, partly cloudy, and we're in the low 70s, and then sunny in the morning on Wednesday. An afternoon shower or thunderstorm possible, upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey everyone, here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown & Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown & Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown & Crouppen now.
A legendary weekend is coming to the Lou. Don't miss the Stiefel Charity Classic presented by Compliance Solutions, September 4th through 7th at Norwood Hills Country Club. Watch PGA Tour champions compete and enjoy a live performance by music sensation OAR at Friday's community concert presented by CarShield. Tickets start at just $20. Kids, military, veterans, and first responders get in free. Get your tickets today at StiefelCharityClassic.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
We only got about a minute to go here. Cam Jansen, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, and Ryan, what's your last name, bud? You turn your mic on. Swingler. Yeah, he's new, coming in. Eli's gone. Ryan's in here. Should be interesting.
Trying to get lucky because usually Cam will grill the slide in for the final few minutes, but since we only have like 48 seconds.
48 seconds.
I think you get a pass.
You're always going to get a difficult question. You're always going to get a difficult question. Eli did a pretty dang good job of answering them.
Yeah, not really answering them, pretending to answer.
Kind of like just spinning around a little bit. Yeah.
Get out of
At least he did it, though.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
You know, you got to give him credit. So we're going to have a good time, man. I like doing trivia. Ed and Brody in here. My gosh,
Rockio did a good job.
Rockio did a damn good job. We should have got a couple of the questions a little bit better on that, but a little intimidating when the boss is watching and he's actually answering every single question in his head.
Yeah, he's smart.
He's pretty good.
And it was great having Cole on again.
Yeah, good to talk to Cole too. He just texted me, man. He could chime in anytime he wants. So we're gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Matt Rockio. Thank you, Ed and Brody Herman. Thank you. We'll see all y'all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.